Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Mechanical Mastery. In this episode here, we are gonna start with some refined storage automation. We are gonna get our stuff hooked up for it that can help us advance even quicker. A few small contraptions, mixing in refined storage and create, and of course, ProjectE and refined storage. So let's dig into that and get going. So at the end of last episode, we got refined storage up and running, which is great. Now we want to actually unlock what the new items that we get. We get some spawn eggs. Not sure. Can they be learned? No. Okay. We get some sugar cane. Oh right, it wants us to make blaze cakes. That's gonna be interesting. So get a bit of fluoride, uranium. That actually means that we can really start to bump up on the power generation now. Ooh, and we get ancient debris. That's excellent. Let's learn those things. Is that everything I could learn? I think it was. So cinder flour we already have somewhere. Cinder... Didn't we? Thought we had that at some point. I don't know. Should have it somewhere, I think. So it wants us to get into fizzle production. So let's walk backwards here. In order to come to the next tier, we need to have the inert advanced mechanical essence. That requires Mobius fuel. So Mobius. Let's take a look at this one here. So this one here comes from alchemical coal. Chemical coal comes from coal. So that means if we go down here, let's just grab, and do need a bit of it, so let me grab, like, is that 8 stacks, 10 stacks? I don't know, something 8 stacks-ish of it. And then if we do it like this, we should be able to get 2 stacks. Excellent. And that can actually lead us into the next tier, which is Mobius fuel. I actually want to take this a bit further because I want to get to the next matter element of it. I want to have I think it's the dark matter that I need. So dark matter is basically interesting. So dark matter is a block of diamond surrounded by aethernalis fuel. But how many do I need of those? I need quite a few. So what I'm actually the interface here, I want to get to this one here so that I can hook up my EMC network to my refined storage, because that's going to unlock a ton of automation. In order to do that, we need the energy condenser. The energy condenser requires blocks of dark and red matter. It also needs an energy condenser. An energy condenser requires an alchemical chest, which is fairly simple to make. What is this? This is stone it requires. Should be able to craft a bit of stone. I still don't have a furnace here. Yeah. Still have ways to go in order to automate everything. But yeah, let's me just... Didn't I have my time in a bottle somewhere? Oh, there we go. It was a mistake that I was not carrying that around. Might as well use a bit of it. I think this should be more than enough. Oh, we just need a few chests. That should be easy enough. We need 2 more of them, if I remember correctly. So if we have 4 alchemical chests, then we can convert them into energy condensers. Now we have 4 energy condensers. The advanced ones, let's take a look at that one. So the Mark II of them requires red matter. Red matter requires 4 red matters. Each red matter requires 1 dark matter, 3 dark matters, and 8 less fuel. So we need a ton like literally a ton of coal for doing this. I don't know if there's a smarter way of doing it. Could potentially just do this. And you don't have EMC value. You have EMC value. That would be the smart way of doing it, I think. That's at least way faster than trying to craft it. Even though crafting it is not difficult or anything. If I learn you. That's also the easy way of doing it. I wonder if this is a surplus of EMC actually. 128. If I take this one here, if that comes out to 4 or more, I cannot get more than 4 out of it. No, I cannot. Okay, so it's not a big surplus. Okay. You can basically regain the... No, you can actually gain more than the value. No. 64, 4 of those 2. No, you gain exactly the same value as you put into it. Which is fine. I did not expect to make any additional value of that. But I do have the Morbius fuel here. Might as well learn that as well. So now we have the fuels. And you have you here. That also one? Yeah. That just means that we can actually... How do we get to the next tier? The next tier was the diamond one, right? I need a bit more diamond. Stack might be too much. So the next tier in this one here was block of diamond surrounded by dark matter. And dark matter we can learn. It's not super expensive, but it does cost a bit. Then we need 3 dark matter. And if we do, let me just verify. So red matter is 3 dark matter. Yes, okay. So there we go. 1 dark matter. Red matter, dark matter. We need 4 of each. And with 4 of them, we can craft the red matter block. That one does not have EMC values. That's a shame. That's a shame. If I were to craft up the next tier here, we would need... Wow, that was way more than I needed. It's kind of expensive. Kind of expensive. Not unexpectedly expensive, but kind of expensive. Can I actually deconstruct? Yes, I can. Perfect. Means I can throw away. I only need 3 of them, right? No. I need a lot. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, we are probably gonna completely tank our stored capacity here. 14, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. Wow. And then I need a good bunch of you as well. I probably need more than what I have right here. Yes, I definitely do. I'm getting to that point where it is becoming a problem. I am lacking. I don't have enough here to do it, but I could go. I know I have a good backlog of items in some of these areas here. I could take a stack here and toss into my machine over there. go here, right? And then we can... I'm probably tanking my power generation. Yeah, damn. That was bad. At least I'm getting enough here. I should get enough based on this here to actually keep my systems running. So it's the differentiation of using some to get some versus the other way around, right? So I need 8 more of you in order to have, if I calculate it correctly, in order to have what I need in order to craft the Mach 2 energy condensers. See? Yes, Mach 2 energy condensers. So now we just need 4 of the regular mechanical essences. This has so far been kinda expensive. And by kinda expensive, I mean this has cost a lot. I was in the progress of crafting some steel dust over here, because this is a easier way to craft massive amounts of steel. Except I still need to actually burn it down. Oh, this is perfect. What did I actually complete of quest? Oh, I got that one. Yep. Perfect. Watch of flow of time. When placed on a pedestal, drastically increases nearby machines. Oh. Now that looks and sounds like something magical. So it kinda... That sounds like something that's slightly overpowered. I love it. Oh, we have a lot of crafting to do in order to get to that one. We could create a reactor stuff, then we would be set for all the power we could think of. This is excellent. Oh. I did hook this one up, yep, and that one's empty. How about over here? It's also empty. So let's see. Hey, you're crafting one. I don't want you to actually craft anything right now. I just want you to allow me to grab it out. Go, we should have 2 more incoming. Just need 4 of them, right? Yes, 4 of them. 1 for each corner, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And we did have 1 of the primary ones, so that's good. So just 4 more. How close are we? 2. Now we just need to wait for the machine up here to craft 2 more. Oh, 1's coming up there. Yeah, this cabling here is kind of slow. Maybe I want to replace that at some point. But I'm also thinking I want to redo this machine here completely, because there has to be better ways of generating steel. Might be able to use the induction furnace for it, I just noticed. Right. Coal coke, iron. I still need the coal coke, but coal coke can then be get from pyrolysis. Pyrolyzer? Yeah, pyrolyzer, something like that, yeah. Which will also give me tire, and tire can be used for what? I had actually expected it to be useful for something. I had great hopes. So many hopes. Okay, let's jump over here and see if we can actually craft this interface. So this now means that if I place you down here, I should now have access to, if I understand this correctly at least. Is that me having access to things? I'm not sure. guess I might need to... Do we need a storage bus? Let me check here. Let me actually just configure it so that it's two-way synchronized. Then I want to store it for storage, and then I can storage bus, I think. Is it external storage it's called? And yes, it is. Should be fairly easy to craft. I don't know if this works. That looks to be working. So 4,900 items. If I take out a stack here and place it here, I still have 4,900 items. Is that because it goes into here with a higher priority? I want this to be the highest priority possible. I'm not sure how this counting here works. Alright, it's probably a multiplication of the amount of items that I can actually get into it. Let me just verify something. Did I forget? Did I do the wrong thing here? Only work with a redstone signal. Let me disable this for a moment. Everything that can be EMC'd. So everything that can be EMC'd here should not be in here. You need to be inside this one here. Everything that can be EMC'd. Good. And if I enable you now, I should now be able to see all the EMCable items that I have here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do next here. And I now have the interface ready so that I can actually get stuff crafting and easily pull stuff out. Beyond that, I'm still not certain exactly what I want to do as the next step here. So let me take a moment to look into it and then come back to you. Okay, so I figured out what I want to do as the next step here. We want to go for a few crafters so that we can make things a bit easier for ourselves in the long run. Let's say I want somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 crafted initially. I'm probably not going to be doing that right now. I probably need to go, yeah, I need to go craft a few more basic. Yeah, I think that's the game here initially, is that you continuously just need to craft more and more and more crafters. And yeah, until you get the amount that you need. Yeah. At least I want to get to the point where I can actually automate some of the crafting of the basic structures of refined storage. Because if I can do that, then I can quite rapidly build upon that and automate most things. Yeah, fairly quickly. Fairly quickly. Say we just go with... Yeah, that's fine for now. So then we have a little bit in spare. We do need at least a couple extra crafters. So my first crafter would be going to the furnace, so the redstone furnace here, I think. Can I... That was the redstone furnace. Can I actually just do it like that? I actually think that's gonna be troublesome though. I can, however, go in, remove that one, and place it like that. Place it like that. Can I rotate you? Rotate maybe? No, but that one doesn't seem to be working with it. Do we need the refined storage item for it? Maybe a pipe wrench? Let me try. It's not happy about that one either. What else do we have? Wrench here. Could craft the actual wrench from the mod. Then let's see if that works. There we go. So that means that this one here now points into the item here, but it means that I want to do like this so that it inputs and outputs from the same side. Yeah, let's try that one out. Did also craft a pattern grid here. Temporarily placing it here, but we need a few patterns. Where are the patterns? Pattern? Nope. There we are. So we need at least a few. I'll put it that way. Still not sure how to automate all the things here, but some of it should be fairly straightforward. So as a temporary thing, I want to have everything required in order to actually craft these things here. Like we need quartz and rich thing. Now we have the recipe for that one. We need iron ore. Let's just create a simple take raw iron into iron ore for now. This is a temporary pattern. Just be mindful of that. I do know that some things here is not gonna be that easy. One of the crafters, let's just place you here for now. No, not there. Just trying to place you there. So place you there for now. That means that we can now craft the one. What is the shortcut for crafting? No? I thought there was a way to press a key oh, there we go. Control Shift. Crafting. So let's say we want to go half a stack. You craft half a stack there. Yeah, perfect. We do need a bit of cabling, and we do need quite a bit of it. I'm gonna deliberately not. Let's see, where do we actually want to have this one here? It doesn't actually matter because we are gonna tear this down a bit later, but for now we just want it somewhere. So now we have it here. Then we can jump down and then pull it along the roofing. This is the simple way of doing it, right? Oh, where did my hammer Let's see, right about here we want to do it. Yep. We want it all the way over here. And then somewhere around here it should be thinking about going up again. And we definitely do not have enough cabling. I'll craft that and be back at you. And there we have it hooked up. This should now work. So if we go into our, we don't actually have, I need to set up something that allows me to craft remotely, but let's say we go for iron here. Should be able to do like this and say, give me 16 more. It will then throw in 16 in the machine over here, and it should be cooking up. Yep. So I have been in the process of actually cooking up some other things that I'm gonna process as well. Because I do need a few more resources of different sorts. But yeah, so that's the way that I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna take you through the process of actually setting everything up right now, right here, because it can become quite tedious. But I am gonna remove my chests here because I don't need them anymore, and I'm just gonna replace the items that make sense with crafters. For now, I want to do the simple things such as different gears, that kind of thing. Just the basic components that you use for a lot of the crafting that's needed. But yeah, in next step after that would then be automating some of this stuff here as well. I have been trying to create a ton of steel because I feel like I keep running out of it. So yeah, might as well get some of that going. Oh, this doesn't work? Oh. It has auto output enabled. It does not like it for... Let me actually just test something here. I thought that it worked with that, but apparently not. So if we do like... I can't remember if I can do front face connections here, but if I... No, I cannot. So if you take from the bottom and then toss it around. So there is the bottom connection here. If I do like that. That does not work either. So... Right. It's in... I'm stuck with the applied energistic route. Yeah. So what happens if I take an interface here instead? Refine storage interface. That should be doable, I think, unless I am running out of resources for the different things here. I don't know if I am. So just take an interface here and place you down. Interface to the world. Yes, sir. And then we remove this, right? Yep. If I do like this here, then it automatically outputs into it. Is that actually... I know you're outputting it. No, it's not hooked up yet, so I need to hook it up. Yes, that was not where I was aiming, I think. So something like that should work. So now you can... Actually, I want to test if that will actually work. So grab those two. Excellent. And then I want to go in here. Keep hitting this shortcut that I have had for it in the old modpack, the previous modpack. So if I'm crafting 8 of those, they should now be here. Yes, excellent. That is beautiful. In the future, I can become more advanced with, say, we have the Think Authority requester here. So if we have the requester here, we can set up a structure that says, okay, keep, let's say we want to always have a stock of 2,000 iron, 2,000 each of the base resources. And then we can have a more advanced setup that processes them and just keeps processing them as long as we don't have the 2,000. But for now, this simplified approach here should function quite well. There's a few things here that's going to be interesting to how we're going to craft, but small steps, small steps. And of course, some of the first things that you always want to craft when you're doing these kind of things here. If we go into refined storage, we of course want to automate some of the stuff that we can automate. Oh, I can make that with an oil clump. Do I want to do that? Isn't there a way for me to... I thought there was a way to go in and select what? No? I thought there was a way to go in and select which type of item it should use here. But yeah, for now, use oil clump, fine. I can use a bit of EMC here. It should improve our EMC generation in the long run either way. So we want this one here, and we want you to be able to craft this one. How about this one here? How can we... Yeah, we definitely have a bit of work ahead of us with figuring out how to do this. But for now, we can just take it and toss it through here. So that processor building here, the other one, silicon here. The bigger problem here would be how do we get the nether quartz? We do wanna, yeah, we do wanna do bulk washing of it. How do we wanna do this? How do we wanna do this? I think I actually have an idea. We can of course, can I import an output from a depot? Let's actually take that for a run here. So if I have a depot here, can I refine storage? Let's Because if this works, then that would be excellent, an excellent way of doing it, I think. So if we take this as an export, so let's say we want to export into the depot. We want to export, let's say, where is it? Soul sand. So can we export soul sand there? We can. And we can also configure the amount here, right? So if we take a stack of soul sand, where did it go? There it is. If we take a stack of soul sand here and put it in, then can we export? Oh, I might need to do a stack upgrade then. I can do that later on. But the cool thing here, then I do also need to test the importer. So if I take an importer here, put you here, and hook you up. Importing and exporting, excellent. That's not really what I wanted to do right now. But I do want to... I think I found a cool way to get this set up here. So let's test it out if it works. I'm slightly worried about placing the lava here. I am not sure if this is going to catch fire or not. If it does, then I need to restructure something. But yeah, this here basically allows me to input stuff. Let me just go down here. So the idea is that I here and here can export into the above items. So if I place you there, you should then be able to export into that continuously. I can always add more if I want to have them, and I can potentially, I think I can also create something that does it a bit more automatic. So I actually want you there. I want you going out here, I think. That should allow me to hook everything up. I am one higher than I should be. So my organizational skills here at... That was not the one I was trying to aim at. So let me hook that up again. So we want you from here all the way up to there, otherwise my machines will not work. I could probably have taken power from here. I might change that up later on, but for now this works. So this here allows me to take, say we want this copper dust here, we want that blasted, we want the... Oh, it's running now. Perfect. So yeah, that does work. Now I just need to export from it, which is where it becomes an interesting game. I guess I could, not that I like that the look of it, but I could pull it out right here. So if I do like that, and then in here says no, blacklist this one. So that will only pull out once it's actually converted. However, there is one thing here that I should be mindful of. I don't want to overflow my systems with it either, so I want to set some sort of a limiter on it. I think you can sit in an emitter, right? Crafting emitter, no, that's not it. I know refined storage has something that can emit a redstone signal. Is it detector? Yes, a detector. Exactly, that's the one I want. I think. Cross fingers that is the one that I want. So let's say. So if I do like this here, can I... How do I get down there? Easy, like this. So I want it on here. So I want you here to be only work with the redstone signal. And if I go in here and say nether quartz, so I want you to detect if we have let's say 512 nether quartz. If emitter signal when on amount, when above the amount, when under the amount, when above the amount. Yeah, if I do this, then this will should continue to export into that one and allow it to work until I reach the amount that I want. Right? Only work without a redstone signal. There we go. And if I do like this, I'm just trying to help it craft a little bit faster now. I think that should work. This could also be a really, really powerful furnace of some sort. Yeah. You there? Why are you not ignore redstone signal items? Blacklist. Exactly. Hold on. Okay, so oh, it's just slow. Okay. So I need 2 stack upgrades if I want to do it the other way. Yeah. Now it slowly comes up. Excellent. So if I go in here and look at the what I have of crafting stuff that I can build, so I do still have the nether quartz silicon here. If I toss that in here, I think that should be excellent. And oh yeah, I was in the progress of making a stack upgrade. I just realized that I do need a bit of sugarcane for doing that. Grab a bunch of that. Probably don't need a stack, but I do need a bunch. Sugar is the way to go when you're talking about speed upgrades, right? How many do I need for stack upgrade? I need 4, so all of them. And then that should give our stack upgrade. Always good with a little bit of extra passive generation. So if I put in a stack upgrade now. Yes, exactly. That's what I wanted to see. So now I just need to stack upgrade the output there as well. Otherwise, it might bung up. It might fill up here. Okay, but yeah, that's the small bits of it. Basically, this is the way that I'm just going to continue going through all my things and upgrade so that I have everything crafting, everything ready, so I don't need to manually craft every single item in the game. I do need quite a few patterns, I think, because there is a ton of different small nitty-gritty things that you need to set up here initially, but with that, and once I think there's even bigger crafters, right? Yeah, you have the iron, the gold, the diamond, and then the right crafter, which is definitely worth upgrading to. But initially here you can get going with the simple ones. So just take it slow, add the stuff that you need, and then slowly build up from there. There is no need for expanding to the massive ones as the first thing. You can do it over time, of course, but you don't need to. You also need the pattern upgrade, which also requires glass. Did this take? Yeah, this is regular glass. How come it's? I can take the sand and actually melt that down. And then I need to set up something that generates sand automatically. I think I'm just gonna set up a machine that fills up some glass stuff. But yeah, small steps, small steps. Glass goes in there. The pattern for the pattern goes into the crafter. And yeah, I'll basically just jump around now for the next few minutes and build up everything needed for autocrafting and automating the things. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. So we got the transmutation interface up and running here. It's really, really cool that you can hook that directly in and then have the output in the refined storage. I'm a big fan of that. and then slowly starts to get some of the autocrafting up. I do like the design over here. I think this is an excellent way of building out the automating some of the stuff with it. There's multiple other ways of doing it, but this here is a very, very simplistic way of doing it. And I like small, simplistic ways. So yeah, this is nice. I still need to figure out how to actually automate this one here, though. But yeah, small steps. Anyway, that's it for this time around. So thank you very much for following along. If you liked what you saw, then toss me a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and see you out there.